Oh gosh, here we go. Oh my god, this should be interesting. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. We are in for a nostalgic treat today because I would like to revisit the first island that I ever started and also finished, which was Neverland. So Animal Crossing first released in March of 2020, and then I started playing it in July of that year. And then I stumbled into the Instagram community, which was more the aesthetic bubble of the Animal Crossing community. Then I got very into like the cottagecore stuff, and that was actually also when I started this YouTube channel. So some of my very first videos were on that version of Neverland. I very quickly, however, realized it wasn't really my style, and then I tried to do like a Christmas market for winter or Christmas. And then after that was done, I was like, okay, I need to get rid of the snow. And I started streaming in January of 2021, and my very first stream was actually flattening my island because I wanted to start from zero. And then I started working on the version of Neverland that you can now still visit in a DA, which is a plantcore island. It took me around like 9 months, I think, to finish that island. And I uploaded the DA just shortly before we got the new update with all those amazing items and vines, etc. I was recently filming something where I recorded something on Neverland, and I was like, I really want to go back and film a video where I kind of look at this island and see it from like my perspective today. Is there anything I would change? Is there stuff I would still do exactly the same way? Do I still like it? How have my feelings towards that island changed? I will link the entire playlist, which has a bunch of, I think, speed builds as well as the tearful goodbye to that island, in the description box below. And I will also link my website because that's where I have all the custom designs and everything else kind of that you need to know maybe about this island. And I would say without further ado, let's go ahead and yeah, visit Neverland. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh my god, this should be interesting. We are here. I don't remember what type of custom. Oh, I think I might have a dress actually uploaded. And then let's wake up. Oh my god. Okay, the picture slideshow I think on this island is the worst across all of my islands. This was, I think, the first island where I really started to, I guess, subscribe to the concept of like no tile left behind, which is essentially the fact that, save for your beaches, every single tile on your island should be covered. And I really did try that with this one. And I also dropped a ladder, which is really funny because like now I would just have a vine or like cliff ladder up, but back in the day when you wanted people to climb up somewhere, you had to give them a ladder. So yeah, a little throwback already. Oh my god, this is a very nostalgic outfit right there for me with the sunflower crown. God, it is so laggy. We will start from the entrance, and there's even more stuff here. Oh, I was apparently very generous with the gifts. Oh, and these are like some photo props. I even have a wand. How cute is this? And here we are by the entrance. Oh gosh, this is truly bringing up some memories. I still remember I wanted a double bridge feature so desperately, and it was such a struggle. I think I tore this down like multiple times, and then it ended up being one diagonal and one like horizontal. And I will say, you know, I mean, let's address the elephant in the room. There's a lot of naked cliffs here. That would definitely be different now. I am just itching to put some vines up on all of these rounded cliffs here. Apart from that, I will say I still like the landscaping. Oh, I should show you the map, speaking of, because the map surely is something. God, there's so much going on. Okay, so you already may have seen I did this like circle pathing, which is why there's all of these like little circles and little dots everywhere. There's a ton of water escaping. I do know that there are some areas that I was actually very proud of though, and then also some random cliffs and second tier core. Like most of this island is actually built on the second tier. And then as for my villagers, we have Hazel right by the entrance. We've got Eric. Of course, Flurry is already on here. We got Winnie, Grizzly, Blair, Gonzo, Callie, Bones, and Zell. This is funny because these were my absolute babies, and I haven't like even thought about some of these for a while now. It feels kind of bad to say that. Although I will also say I think I chose some of these because of their houses. All right, we got Hazel right here, my little baby. Still love her. Actually kind of miss her. Might want to bring her back for an island in the future. And then this is, okay, maybe I should move away from the waterfall, but this is essentially where you see why this island is such a lag fest, because every single bit is decorated with items and code specifically. Now, so, and then also there's stuff here that doesn't have a code underneath, but there's like 3 items put next to each other. I would not do it this way today. I would use so many more like weeds and shrubs Not to mention the wheat fields, but I didn't have them here either. I didn't have the glowing moss, like all those types of things I would use. But yeah, I mean that's just too many items really. Like look at this cliff here, all the way over from Hazel's house. That's 6 items next to each other. Even tiny cliffs like this, everything has like an item. It's no wonder that this is a picture slideshow. My gosh. Oh, I love all these dresses for sure. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is like a flower crown workshop. Oh my God, that was almost a little bit of a jump scare, I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Pasmaline. How are you doing? We still look very similar. Well, I guess my hair is like wavy curly now. I was in my Delulu era back then and I thought oh, the double rainbow. Oh my God, too many things happening. I thought I had straight hair. Turns out I don't. I have waves or curls, however you want to call them. So our hairstyle is different. And I also finally, I don't even know why, I had black glasses for the longest time. I actually have very similar ones to these. I think I got them after my character though. Maybe I got influenced by Animal Crossing, but they're gold. And so I'm now wearing the gold glasses. Plantcore is self-care. Okay, that's kind of cute. Still wear the pleather sneakers all the time. I don't really wear the wobbly dress or the sunflower crown anymore, but cute. I don't want to like be creepy and follow, but you know. Oh yeah, this is the dress I created. So this is probably the one that you are finding in the portal. But yeah, this is the Able Sisters like flower crown workshop, I guess. And then right behind it, I did this area for like the Able Sisters and Blair. I will say I'm not the biggest fan of this anymore. Generally, I remember my beaches are a lot. Like my beaches on this island are just a little bit too much. And then I feel like I was trying to make a few of these items happen when I maybe should have just left it alone. All right, cute little picnic here though. I don't mind that. I still kind of like the circle pathing, but I will also say the circle pathing is kind of hard to work with because it takes up a lot of room, you know? It takes up like a lot of attention. Oh, okay. This is the ultimate nostalgic vibes. If you have ever watched a stream of mine, either live on Twitch or on my like archive channel, this is where pretty much all of the first few streams started. I didn't have a face cam, you know, so I was just sitting here with my little character and I would chat with everyone. This is it. You know, this is the vibe. And then the double rainbow, I was very proud of this. You can also see all of the flowers sparkling. So this was just shortly after rain and I had a double rainbow. It is like 12 p.m. Now I'm much more of like a 7 a.m. type of person. I like to upload in the 7 a.m. lighting. I kind of like this filler beach, but yeah, I just wanted the rainbows, you know. Here is Flurry's house. Flurry has some cake because we kind of thought of her as a little baker. Oh, wait. Oh, I remember. This is a rose, I think. Yeah, this is an orange rose because, so I'm not going to get into the whole story, but there was something about a goldfish and this orange rose is kind of in memory of that goldfish. And I also dropped a garland, a Festivali garland, because this right here, that one, that also was a struggle to place. I actually edited that into a video in case you want to watch that. That was the whole chaos. This is like a little plant shop. You know, still kind of like it, or plant supply shop, I think I called it. I just have to say I'm missing a few of the new items. This is leading to the land bridge. Honestly, I still really like. I've also seen a bunch of recreations of this one. People have like sent me pictures of their like land bridges with the stripy design on it. That's been just really fun. So I would say this land bridge I still really like, and I'm still if I can say that I'm still proud of it too. Yeah, because I mean the waterfalls are much more quiet in this perspective, so I'm gonna stay here for a second. But yeah, this was definitely also like a bit of a task to land in waterscape. Like I know that I remember this was a bit of a hassle, and I definitely am seeing so many naked cliffs that I just want to slap a vine on. Yeah, I think I actually might want to create like another land bridge in the future. Okay, so I've already learned today I want to do another land bridge like this, and I also want to get Hazel on an island again. Okay, and then here we have a little wobbly floof farm. Actually still like this a lot too, with the smoochin' floofs here. You know, this one's just munching on a cauliflower, and then these are munching on some bamboo and everything. Yeah, kind of cute. I think I would actually turn this into like almost a bigger area now. I did that a lot where everything had to be like themed, but then I crammed everything into like relatively small spaces. I mean, same thing here. Eric used to be my absolute favorite. Actually, this is something that would interest me. who is your favorite now and who was your favorite back when you started playing? My favorite at first was 100% Eric, like hands down Eric. And then I picked up Flurry on a villager hunt once, and I was like, you know, it's fine. I've been hunting for so long, I'll take her, I'll eat her later. And lo and behold, she's now been on almost every single one of my islands since then. And then here we have our museum. I know I still like this one. So first of all, we have a rock garden here along the path. Pain to create. Also, something I just want to point out is that a lot of these tiles here, so like for example, this one is in front of the Cosmo, or like also behind the tree, or over here, a lot of these, I filled them with custom design codes instead of just planting a little weed. That's something I would definitely do differently today. I think this is massively contributing to the lag also, and I feel like it looks a bit messy. I feel like this would look a bit more like natural and calm if I had just used like the weeds and just planted small weeds and stuff. But yeah, rock garden here, I mean, I like it. I almost think it looks a bit too natural. I like rock gardens that are very like intentionally like in a circle or something. And then my museum, actually not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed that I managed to do landscaping like this back in the day. I feel like my landscaping on Neverland is honestly better than it is today. Because I don't know, the way that the cliffs just go like around the museum with all the water stuff. Again, I want to add vines and everything, but like this frame here, I really like that. I would probably decorate it like a little bit differently today, you know, with flowers and weeds like I mentioned, but generally still kind of a big fan. All right, I know that there's a secret little pathway. That's also something I think my first island is much more confusing in terms of the pathing than my islands now are. At least I hope so. Here is Gonzo's place. Gonzo is kind of, so because he reminds me of a grandpa, we kind of gave him like a little fishing spot, and then there's like a rocking chair and some like crafty hobbies. Again, this is one of those things, I was maybe just like trying a little too hard. I feel like I tried like cramming too many items in it, and then sometimes they ended up looking a bit random. Like that rocking horse there, why is there some random like red in here, you know? This is like a playground beach kind of, which I think I still like. And then this is like a little spa moment rock. It doesn't really make sense, but it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute with the festival garland and then these little slippers here. Yeah, why not? And I think this is where you can see I started sometimes using the weeds as fillers, still lots and lots of codes, but sometimes I use the weeds here. And then this will bring us over to Winnie's farm. And not gonna lie, I think this is the area. So I recorded this for my farm guide that I did recently. And this is the area that honestly kind of put me into an island crisis, because I was like, wait, this is actually kind of cute. And I was like, oh my God, look at this, like a sunken farm type of vibe. The pumpkins here on the cliff with the wind turbines and the sunken house. Honestly, I love it. I want this on like a current island, to be honest. Yeah, I probably wouldn't use these anymore. I mean, we do have like storefronts and everything. So I guess like farms can just be taken on the next level now. Okay, this bike, let's be honest, that would be a cruiser bike now. That would not be like an exercise mountain bike type of thing. This is a very creative code, but this would just be a storefront today, wouldn't it? Which actually might be considered one of the negative things about like the storefronts and like the new items, because they kind of limit the creativity that people brought to the game, such as this here. Again, so many leaf codes. I really overdid it with the leaf codes. Just look at this area here. Like that filler part, it's all just leaf codes. That could have been weeds. Up here, we have Grizzly's treehouse. Yeah, I did a little treehouse for him. That was the first video on my channel that kind of went a little viral. And so I kind of wanted to include that on this island, even though I didn't include the initial version of it. We'll look at it again from the front. First of all, we have the hyacinth farm here. Also an area that I strangely enough really miss. I think this is super cute. I like that a lot. I think this is cute. I think you could still find this on one of my current islands. Almost like this, probably with a different path and probably with some different fillers all around it, but you know, generally. Oh, I remember this little duck island. I'm actually a little sad because this is quite hidden. So you can just kind of sit down here and feed them, but then you don't really see them. And I actually did this in one other spot where I kind of built something I was proud of, but then with the flow of the island, you kind of don't see it. It's not the greatest. All right, and here is the treehouse from the front. Yeah, why not? This is still kind of cute. I I don't think I would build this on my island today, but I don't mind it. People could just not find this little hop spot, and it made me really sad because, oh, there's Flurry, because there is this like flower field. I feel like it should have been probably like a little wider or just not as many like tall trees. I feel like that really takes away from the area, you know? And then also, that's one of the very chaotic beaches. The beaches were too much. And then we have one more area where I just tried a little too hard. This is a tiny space, and I feel like I wouldn't have even given this a second thought on like an island nowadays. But here I was like, no, that's so much space. We still need to create something. And then I did this entire like camper van market. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of cute, but like you can all see it's like standees and stalls, right? This leads us to the, I guess, botanical garden, or like that was like, I guess, the basic idea. This is an absolute pain to walk around in. Generally a good thought though. And maybe I should channel that energy a bit more when it comes to my current botanical garden island. I think this was also a speed build, like a plant shop by the beach. Look at all these leaf coats. I still actually like this coat and I still use it on islands now, but like so much less. And then the same thing continues over here. So this is Callie's home. I do like the pier. I would just remove the leaves today and I'd be happy with it, I think. And then also here, I would just remove a bunch of the leaves and then I think it could still be good. I don't want to be over dramatic, but it kind of feels a little bit too messy and unsettling for the eyes. Yoga spot. We now have yoga mats. So those would probably be here. Still like the idea, again, codes, you know? Oh yeah, and then up here I did like a little flower farm, which I think is a cute idea for the beach, honestly. Look at this. It's like leaves threw up on my island, you know? And then the secret beach is... I don't like this. According to my map, I called this Red's Exotic Plants. So he apparently sold like exotic plants and animals, but like this is just all kinds of random. This honestly reminds me a little bit of the cluttercore aesthetic that happened, I think, in 2020. People were just putting all like the most random stuff together. This is exactly what that feels like. I am not a big fan of the secret beach. And then over here we have Zell, and I think Zell's story is basically that he's the campsite like keeper. There's the campsite on the beach in front of his house, so we gave him like shower stalls, which I guess is kind of cute. It's a little random, but it's also kind of cute because there's like a storyline, you know? And this I'm so sad about. I know I was sad about it back in the day, but so I built this entire sunken area over to the left there. You can kind of see, I'm gonna try maybe if I can get it from a different angle. There we go. Tons of water escaping. I put so much effort into this area only for me to completely block it off. I don't understand this. I put like Zell's house in front of it. Like I literally can't go there. I plastered everything over here with items. I can just see it kind of from like this side. And then on the other side, like I even put up like fencing and everything. Like I completely hid it from view. And I don't really understand that. It's just weird. So I like the area. I just didn't use it to its full potential. On a more positive note though, my house, I think is actually kind of cute. I did this diagonal bridge with the like sunken area in front for my house. I like it. I will say, I don't know why that bamboo is so tall. I feel like that should be like, that should have been like a second stage hardwood maybe. Or like a chopped tree, or not a tree at all or something. And then probably the cedar tree in front of my house is also a little too much. I'm just hiding the good stuff. And then over here, once again, this could have just been a filler. This could have been a filler. It could have been an email. But like literally, this could have been a filler. But this happened to be flurry bucks. Oh, okay. I made two major mistakes in my DA, by the way. One of them is this boba. It only gives you 2 zips and then it's done. It's literally just 2 zips. And I don't like that. Also, now we have that lovely little number in the top left. Great, love that. Here's a little pumpkin farm. And then Nook's Cranny ended up being like a storage kind of box core kind of build. I still do those to this day. So I guess once again, I had like, this had a bit of an influence on me. I would stack these up in like a much different way though. Use a bunch more like shrubs in between. So yeah, I really missed the mark on some of these decorations. I feel like all in all though, you know, at the time though, this was the best I could do, honestly. And this is another area I'm a little sad about because I ended up blocking it mostly. This is like a coffee bean farm. So I did like hydrangea shrubs in combination with the cacao trees, but then everything here, it's just blocked. You just can't really see it. And then I did this random doghouse here. I don't know. And then we also have Bones up here. I kind of miss Bones. I remember I really loved him, and he just got like a lot of space to run around because he does have the play hobby. And then here is the second massive mistake that I did. I didn't realize as I was like checking my island for mistakes, I ran through this mum. And so it's just the buds. It's super sad. I actually really, really regret this. I really hate that that happened, but I can't change it now. So we're just gonna pretend we're gonna pretend it's exactly how I intended that, okay? Yeah, this is also how you get to Hazel's house. Very, I don't know why. I tried cramming in some like play items here. And then this is where we woke up earlier. Once again, I think I like the landscaping around this, like the landscaping around resident services. Kind of happy with it. You know, if you think about it, this is very close to the front of the island, and also I guess in a weird position to the airport, but yeah, I don't hate it. This is kind of good. How many tiles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, I think. 8 tiles. That's really not a lot. So my first resident services was a pretty close one, I would say. And then here is the campsite. I'm pretty much going to say the same things. I think it's too many codes. I have not used a single coconut tree, I think, on this beach here, which is a little awkward. I don't really like the behind the campsite kind of view, you know, because there's like no trees and no nothing. But generally, yeah, the campfire here, I think it's okay. I do think this island has its moments, and I would say especially when it comes to the land and waterscaping, I remember I wanted those to be impressive, so I really did. I did try and I put in like a lot of effort, so I'm glad to see that I still like those to this day, especially like, you know, the landscaping around my house or the land bridge or stuff like that. I would say though that my decorating has definitely changed a little bit, and also just in combination with all those new items that we got, I would love to get this shell again. So I just get this exact island already built up and everything, and then I get to redecorate it. That would be super fun. You know, I'm just glad that the memory of this island still exists and I still have the DA up, and I can visit every once in a while and just remember all the fun I had while building it. Yeah, that was a nice trip down memory lane. I hope this was interesting. Again, the entire playlist will be down below in case you are interested. And then thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that you had fun. Make sure that you subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up. And then I would say, until I see you in my next video, I hope that you have an awesome time. Bye everyone.